One of the toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Fighting Illini, Memorial Stadium in Champaign, Illinois. As we'll see a playoff team from last year, the Oregon Ducks, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Illinois Fighting Illini. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Illinois will kick it off to get us underway. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So the Oregon Ducks offense is on the field for the first time today. Scanning the field, it's Murphy. Here comes the heat. Complete to the left. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line. It's not just a dual threat guy. You go back to Dan Fouts or Bill Musgrave or even Justin Herbert, and passers not in short supply for the Ducks.
And when you think about the Ducks, you always think about the fancy uniform. I think that's one of the first things that come to mind, but the guys you just named, it's been built on flash, but it's also been built on substance. Great players in their tradition, in their history, and just like now, just the recent history, Bo Nix, another one of those guys that's put up big numbers.
Leaves it with the back. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? The marker rests at the 39, and that's what they need here on third down. Got a man, it's Moore. Now well within striking distance as that third down play gets them a first at the 29. The Ducks have this offense rolling. Looking downfield on first down. Throws toward the end zone. And that one's incomplete. We're taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up. What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go. Back to pass. Caught in the backfield, it's Hughes. Really good pickup on second down there. Leaves him with 3rd and 2.
One of the things I love about this offense is they're very versatile in their passing attack. They throw to receivers and tight ends, and the screen game is big as well. This guy is a weapon. You're seeing that here early.
The Ducks come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
Well, on 3rd and short and field goal range, they dial up the pass play. Quarterback was trying to get through his progressions. There was just simply nobody open. Couldn't make an accurate enough throw. Ball falls incomplete. Now setting up a big decision here on 4th down.
It's incomplete. A 4th down stop and the turnover on downs. So the Illinois Fighting Illini now go on offense, and they'll have it for the first time. And we've got a superb matchup to watch here, David. One of the best quarterbacks in the country. And how much will he be willing to challenge one of the best corners in the land?
Well, and it's going to be more interesting to me, Jesse, do they let him make a play? Like, does he choose to go after him and believe in his ability and believe in his matchups, or do they stay away from him? Because a lot of people stay away from him. He's that good out wide that you don't want that smoke. And I'm interested to see, Jesse, if he has the onions to go after the corner and try to make plays.
Well, one thing we know about him for sure is he's a believer in his own arm talent. He's the kind of guy that thinks he can fit the football into the smallest windows, but you're right. He's got to pick his battles and be careful when he decides to attack this guy, because he has picked off some really good quarterbacks in the past, and you know he's just licking his chops, hoping for a chance today.
You want to be physical with the quarterback, but you can't give up those roughing the passer penalties. It's 1st and 10. Leaves it with the back. Powers through the defender. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Looking for a big play. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
Man, that's not the attempt you wanted to start the game. First pass of the game, interception. Man, just this is where you go over to the sidelines. You have a good talk with your coach. You settle down. It's not the end of the world. It's one pass, but that is not the start he had in mind today.
The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Boy, that last drive, they had a chance to put 3 on the board and passed. This one needs to be productive. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Zone equals eyes. When I say that, DBs, linebackers, all covering the middle of the field. So many guys over the middle of the field trying to take away the easy stuff, but reading the quarterback's eyes the whole time. Whenever he breaks to throw that football and that hand separates from the ball, I'm breaking on it. You could tell they had a beat on it. Nice cut, nice instincts. Give me that INT.
Illinois hoping to pop the cork on this red zone trip. They'll go to the ground. Breaks the tackle. Noses his way forward, maybe gets one. They'll mark it at the 18.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Looking to throw on third. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
And you don't want to see this trend continue. Last week he was sacked 4 times. The offensive line, this offense as a whole, needs to get in better situations, get rid of the football faster, and not keep getting their quarterback hit.
He splits the uprights. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
And 3 more on the board, and this kicker is starting to get a reputation starting off the season. Hasn't missed yet. Nice to have a guy that you can really, really depend on.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Gresham. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. They're going to need to get something started, finding themselves in a 3-0 hole. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him. And the Ducks in a good spot here with 2nd and short. They'll leave it with him. Creates a little space. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down. The Ducks trying to win the day by running for another first down.
Run the football. It's always been the staple. We can go back as far as you want with Oregon teams. The ones that were good, they were built on the running of the football, the physicalness. Run the ball, baby.
Great job by the defense there. First off, getting pressure initially and then forcing him outside the pocket. After that, excellent effort. All eyes on the quarterback. And you see the speed this defense has, they're going to be putting a lot of heat on this guy throughout the game.
Now on 3rd down for this offense. A quick completion to the left, looking for the first down. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
That's the end of the period. It's Illinois with the lead. And we've come to the end of one. And let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. First play of the period will be a 2nd down. Moore will throw. Right down the middle. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
This is a free safety that not only can play in the middle of the field and play center field, but he can lock up man-to-man as well with great coverage. You saw it there.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. And here comes the field goal unit. And he's going to have to get into this football. This is a 53-yard attempt. Right down the boulevard. It's good. And with that field goal, guys, we're all tied up in the early going. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Big one in the Big 12, and take a look at how things are playing out here. Texas Tech is currently ahead in this one. The Jones is just jam-packed today, but the Scarlet and Black have struggled to really pull away. They're up by 10 over West Virginia. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about in this one, the Big 12, or anywhere else. Men?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. They need something that goes forward this time on 2nd and long from the 14. Wants to go up top. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Makes the grab deep.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at him. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
Nice route there by the tight end, making it real easy for his quarterback to find an easy completion.
So now it's 2nd and long. They'll run play action. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
You're not going to win a lot of games if you can't protect your quarterback. In their last game, they got sacked 4 times, lost the game. And so far in this one, they're having difficulty again. These guys up front have got to do a better job communicating and giving their QB time.
Fires to the big fella. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. And they're running out the kicker to give it a try. He says he can kick one from 75, but here he's going to need just 58 of them. No good. And after the missed field goal, guys, we are still locked up. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. So far, they've only been able to muster a field goal, but hoping to get things cooking here. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Rides to back and leaves it. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Grabbed behind the line. It's Napier. Breaks into the open. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a 1st down. The Ducks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Napier. Trying to hit him with a quick game on 1st down and nothing doing there. The Ducks with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Throws to the wideout. Complete to the right. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Off the play fake. He's got it. He gets it in. Touchdown, Ducks! Field field shrinks, tight end grows. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way, but you're dang right. That guy is so big. A lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him. So that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down here in this red zone.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here he comes with the return. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The Illinois offense returns to the field. They've been pretty much stifled on offense so far, David, only able to muster 3 points in their previous 3 drives.
And you got to find...
There he goes! Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down.
Could that be the play that finally wakes them up? Just not a lot of good going on offensively here in this first half. They've only got 3 points to show for their efforts. They haven't been throwing it a lot.
Intercepted! A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Taking it the other way. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. And the Ducks trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Back to throw, it's Murphy. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of a field goal, but it's 3rd and goal. Oh, and he just flat dropped it. You do not see this guy do that very often. It'll be 4th down.
But it's a good job by this defense, man. You drop back, you play really smart, play sound. Understand, there's not a lot of field to cover, and they couldn't fit the ball in a window. Good pass defense.
He's looking to throw. They got him. The pressure got home, and the defense makes sure this drive comes up empty. The give to the tailback. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. The Illini just added to its workload after that last play. It's 2nd and long. Right back to him on the ground. And this one will be stopped for no gain. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. The Fighting Illini needs to get it to the county line for a first down. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
That's a bad decision by the quarterback. In that area of the field, you have got to be careful. If the guy's not wide open, you've got to throw that football away, because not only are you getting it picked off, but he's returning it now down close to your goal line and setting his offense up in great field position.
Moore to the air. Got his man quickly. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. The defense burns their 3rd and final timeout of the half. They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. Looking to fire. Looking for the goal line. And he's going to take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon! Look, it's still early, but we have some real distance being put on the scoreboard right now.
You do. It's early, but you got to find something positive. Right now, everything going in the other direction. So how are you going to respond when you've been hitting the mouth early in this football game? Got to find something positive quick.
And he's going to bring it out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Wants to throw on first down. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands.
Hopefully that's not going to affect the quarterback's confidence going back to this guy later. That was a catch he should have made. He dropped it. Let's see what the QB does moving forward.
Makes the catch. It's Dixon. How about the power there to get it across the 20 and up to the 21-yard line? Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Under fire. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. Illinois runs the punt unit onto the field. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Looks it all the way in, and now turns his attention upfield. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. Looking downfield, it's Murphy. Deep shot for the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
Pedal to the metal right now for this offense. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns. Here on their 3rd possession, they're still taking shots way down the field, and why not? Give the defense credit finally. Something good happens for them to get the incompletion, but if I'm this quarterback, I'm still throwing.
And for a defense, it's not always about sacks, but sometimes it's about getting that quarterback off his spot where he feels very comfortable, and they get him flushed outside of the pocket. And good perimeter defense. He rolls to the right. Everybody's still covering their guys, moving across the field with the QB. Nowhere to go with the football.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Caught on the outside. It's Napier. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal. Looks as if this will be a 51-yard attempt. Absolutely center cut. And that will extend their lead even further. That late-in-the-half field goal always gives you a little boost going to the locker room, and they'll need to finish off these final few seconds and not allow them to answer. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, you've been taking in a magnificent scene there today in Champaign. And it's been a dynamite first half, leading to a one-sided score right now. It's not over, but I think both sides know this is on the verge of a blowout. That opposing defense is inside its locker room right now wondering 2 things. What just happened, and what do we do now to try to make this respectable? And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Memorial Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. And he's coming out of the end zone. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. They start this 3rd quarter in a big hole, and they have to start climbing out right now.
And they're going to have to be really aggressive. It's like this offense, when I'm playing from behind, every possession means so much more. And if you look the other side, the defense, they haven't given much resistance.
Yeah, nothing has gone their way in the first half offensively. And you know now, based on how this defense is playing with their confidence, that you are going to be challenged on every single snap. So buckle up, get your mind right, and get ready to come back in this game.
Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. And the quarterback is toast back at the 35.
And this defense is just simply not playing around. They've got a big lead, and they're not playing big prevent coverages, bend, don't break. They're just going to let this offense dink and dunk the ball down the field and waste time. Third play of the drive.
Turning it on. And they pick up a better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down. Here's an opportunity for this offense in search of its first touchdown. It's 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Fakes to grab.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes. He's got some speed. And if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
Illinois can be aggressive here on 2nd and short. Back to pass. Firing to the right, complete. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds. The Fighting Illini needing to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. They were all over him, nowhere to go as that 3rd down play turned into a disaster. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to take the 3. Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. That'll close the gap to 14. So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Here's a heat. Got it in the middle, it's more. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. They went up top to pick up the last 1st down. Let's see what they have here. Makes it past the marker. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41.
Well, that's why this running game can be so dynamic. This guy is special when he has the football in his hands. He can make people miss, he can run with power, and he also has speed. You saw it on that last play.
Makes the catch. It's low. Oh, he's got some space. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Ducks! They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10.
And this offense is clicking. Another touchdown. Didn't have to go far for this drive, but this offense is doing what they want, how they want, when they want.
And the kick is good, but there is a penalty flag because he paid for making that kick. I think they're going to get him for roughing the kicker. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The Illinois offense returns to the field. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession. Again, the offense is going to have to score, and Jesse probably score pretty quickly.
Yeah, you got to go tempo. You're going to have to try to fit in as many plays as you can throughout the rest of this game. But I think more than that, you got to eliminate the negative plays. No more penalties and no more turnovers.
He has the first and still on his feet. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it. Off play action on 1st down. Lofts one high and deep. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
Well, you can see the mindset of this offense changing quickly. We're in the 3rd quarter. They're down on the scoreboard. They've got to get aggressive, and they've got to throw the ball if they want a chance to win this game. But the defense knows it. It's going to be really hard for this quarterback now. The windows are going to be small like it was that time throwing the incompletion.
Illinois now facing 3rd and forever. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. Illinois lining up to punt this one away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Well, they finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. They'll start this drive from the 42. Breaks into the open. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49.
Love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Ducks can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Looking to throw, it's Murphy. Shoots it to the left. He's got it. Makes a grab and a nice gain. Gets it to the 35. The Ducks keeping this defense off balance. They can hit them from a variety of angles, this time going up top.
There's so many things to look at. You know, they've always traditionally gone fast as well in the past at Oregon, but, you know, the quarterback run and the run up the middle and then play-action pass, they keep you guessing a lot, and they make a lot of plays down the field because your eyes are focused on something they shouldn't be focused on.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Caught behind the line. It's Johnson. Scoops it up. Still a live ball. They bring him down, but not only does he recover the fumble, he gets the first down. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. The Ducks are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. He's going to look for a man on 3rd and short. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. So here comes the field goal unit. They've been doing work today. They've already made a couple. Smashes it between the uprights. And they'll push that lead out a little further. They keep pushing that lead out, and the kickoff team's getting some work.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Wide receiver comes in motion. Trying to get the edge with a quick touch pass. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. So the final period starts with a second down play. And talk about spreading the ball around, everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. To go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. The Fighting Illini with a second down play here to open the final period. Tight end now in motion. To the air on second down. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
We've seen throughout the course of the season, defenses have had their hands full with this quarterback. He's simply one of the best in the country. But what can you say about this defense here today? They have gotten after him, registering multiple sacks, and they've never let him get into a rhythm.
Now 3rd and long, and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Unloads to the wideout. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. Illinois runs the punt unit onto the field. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
I think if you want to take the next step too here and score a touchdown, you got to start finding more creative ways to get your best players the ball. Let's see if they can do that here.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. The give to the back. There he goes. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
And I think as a running back, if you're this guy, you're licking your chops right now. This is what you want, right? You've got a big lead in the fourth quarter, and you're smiling because you know you are going to get the rock. They're going to force feed you the football to try and ice this game, and he's paying him off right now. That's a really nice run.
Pulls it in. It's slow. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
He was not fooled on that one. You know, a lot of times you want to buy space, and you throw this route really when it's off coverage. But you could tell the cornerback was up, ready to come, pounce on that screen, and get the tackle from us.
The sure hands, it's 4. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15.
I love the QB here. He holds it, he holds it, he holds it just long enough to let the receiver run the drag route, and then he puts it out in front of him so he can catch it on the run in stride and then turn upfield to use his speed.
And the Ducks look to keep this drive humming. Going to the run, it's Hill. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw it, that's when you take advantage.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Finds his big tight end. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. Well, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a first and goal. On third and short, they'll try to pick it up on the ground here. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be first and goal from there. The Ducks pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Motion from the wide receiver. Touch pass on the jet sweep. The pop pass gets popped behind the line for a loss.
Offense trying to go push pass on first down on the goal line, but the defense, tremendous surge up front. They get penetration, and they get the tackle for loss.
And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. Third and goal, where the strong come through. He's got him. Touchdown, Oregon. And they take it in for 6 more points. That one puts them in really good shape to get back on the right track and get another W.
Salt into wound, right? Late in the fourth quarter, you can run the football, run this game out. No, sir. I'm going to continue to pad my stats, find my receiver out wide, and give me another touchdown.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the ACC. Florida State is currently up big right now in a game they'll be talking about in Tallahassee for some time. They're up 14 over NC State. Any major changes in this ACC standoff, you'll hear about them first from us, gentlemen.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
And this defense came to play. They know about the high-profile QB. They rose to the challenge and dominated the competition today. They took care of business, and they made no doubt about who's the better football team.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. He's looking downfield to throw. Fires one high and deep. He almost had another one. They've already picked off 3 and just a hair away from number 4 there. Illinois lining up to punt this one away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. And they'll blow it dead around the 30-yard line.
Offside, defense.
And you got to focus, right? The first thing you're looking at as a defensive lineman, the first thing you understand is the ball starts with a snap count. I have to line up, see the ball. When the ball moves, I move. I know it's simple, but you still see guys jumping off sides all the time.
He lost one down the sideline. And it's going to be batted down. They'll turn it over on downs. This offense has it with really good field position. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. Give to the running back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. The Ducks line up trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. To the ground to try to move the chains. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you can tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some
hauls it in the first down and more. And they'll get him down inside the 5, but this offense powering toward a score. And the Ducks have it with a 1st and goal. They'll send the back in motion. Moore will throw. He's got the tight end. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. They drag him down pretty quickly, but the defense forced a big turnover.